One of the major things people complain about is security issues. These doors are supposed to be locked. It's about 10 o'clock at night. I'm approaching the door. It just opens right up. People walk right in. Anyone can walk in these buildings. It becomes a safety hazard. Commuters here say it doesn't matter which side of this elevated platform you exit or enter, whether it be the right side or the left side. They say under these tracks, after the fourth object crashed from above, it's all dangerous. Now gathered here right outside of Port Authority is a group of about 100 protesters calling out Greyhound for what they see as cruelty. I'm in the backseat of an SUV right now where I feel like there's still so much limited space. Now imagine a mother who had to give birth to her baby just off the West Side Highway in the back seat of their Mazda car. And that witness says the suspect was sitting on this park bench when law enforcement approached him. He took off running, jumped over this fence, and headed toward the canal. And we still haven't heard back from that bus company the family says is responsible for Fantasia and other relatives. In addition to everything they're going through, they must now plan a funeral. In Far Rockaway, Edric Robinson, New York One. Happy 4th of July indeed. You know, in all of my years of living in the city, I've never actually seen a 4th of July fireworks in person. So this will be a first, and we have the best seats in the house, right on the FDR with the Brooklyn Bridge as our backdrop. Organizers this year are honoring classic American cinema, and that iconic Brooklyn Bridge is the centerpiece. College Point residents did not hold back at this town hall where they protested the city's plans for a new shelter in their neighborhood. That new shelter? Part of the mayor's plans to curb the city's rising homeless population by creating new shelters across all boroughs.
No one wants to experience homelessness.
Now, Deputy Commissioner Jackie Bray tried to calm the concerns of the crowds, perhaps even well aware that that new shelter for 200 men was coming anyway.
I had no bodyguard in my house. My parents are old. My kids are too little. You ruined my oldest kids' future.
The fear overall is the unknown, the deceit, the lies that they went behind our back.
I worked 2 jobs to get the money to save up to buy a home.
This can easily be perceived as a case of NIMBY, not in my backyard, but for many of the residents here, they say it's more than just declining property values.
We have an all-girls high school. We have a brand new middle school that just went up. You have St. John's, which is all now pre-K.
And residents here keenly aware of issues that have plagued homeless shelters, such as drugs and arrests, despite officials promising a well-run, safe center. And at this hour, residents say the fight is far from over. They plan on retaining counsel and taking their complaints to court. Edric Robinson, New York One.
I was like, thank you, Jesus! Going on somewhere!
Andrea Dormius's elation could not be contained. Her son Elijah graduated from Morehouse College debt-free thanks to billionaire tech investor Robert Smith's pledge to the entire class.
My family is making a grant to eliminate their student loan.
The promise stunned students and family alike. For Elijah, who owed over $90,000 in student loans, he says that moment also meant that his mother didn't have to share that burden.
Got up and I cried for a split second, wiped my eyes, and I was like, you know what? Keep speaking, Robert, keep speaking, just don't stop, don't stop.
And looking back, Andrea knows it had not been easy. She was homeless and had to raise Elijah and his 8 siblings as a single mother after her husband died.
We ended up losing the 2 houses. Then we was in the shelter. They don't know that. The spot they don't know. I just thank God. God is good. He always answers prayer. He is so good.
And her son Elijah says he recognizes her many sacrifices throughout the years.
Just thank you for just praying and encouraging me, and it allows me to encourage others, and that's why I get a chance to do it every time I come home. Thank you for allowing me to encourage others. Thank you for being my mother. And the good news for Elijah did not end there. He accepted a job offer but needed a place to stay for 2 weeks. Morehouse College stepped up and is allowing him to stay cost-free. In Manhattan, Edric Robinson, New York One.